I'm gonna go ahead and hit record on audio and record on video. There it is right there. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. We are back. There it is, the completed Valentine's build is done. And so it is here and everybody is enjoying it. So happy Friday, everybody. I want to make sure that you guys got to see it. It's not, we're still got some kit labeling and stuff, but I promised you guys I would show it first thing. And so we got it done. Welcome to the Friday edition of Robeytech. We're taking a big difference because not only today are we have this crazy RGB build, but then over here we've got the AZZA case, which we're going to be doing a blackout build. This thing is pretty bonkers. So we're going to be playing in this today. We're going to be doing a RGB light build, and then you have, you know, our beastly RGB heavy 011 dynamic and all that sort of stuff. The AIO will be custom. We still have to do the work to it, but yeah, it will be custom and all that sort of stuff. So it came out very, very clean, very pretty, and so everybody seems to be happy. Let's see if we can get things started because we got the giveaways today. We don't want to enter a weekend with weak giveaways, guys. So let's go ahead and let's get that hype train up to level 5. Where are my big supporters at? Let's get this going so we can kick things off. I'd love to see if we can give away maybe a 3060 Ti or something like that. We want to, you know, let's see what we can do here. But right now we're sitting at 6 subs. And we have, oh, heck, Grandma Hates Tech. It's good to see you too. But let's see some people drop those in there. Don't forget, we have that amazing gift package that we're going to be doing at the end for sub-only giveaway for the month of February. As part of our Valentine's to you, we're giving away a 3080 plus a 5800X and a 750 watt PSU. Red Dragon Zombie, there you go, kicking it off right there. So we're going to be giving that out to one lucky subscriber. All you got to do is, if you're over at twitch.tv/Newegg or youtube.com/Robeytech, pop over to twitch.tv/Robeytech, drop your free Amazon Prime sub, and maybe walk away with a GPU and a CPU. Now, if you want to get extra entries for all that stuff, make sure that you can do things like gifted subs, like a lot of people do. You can also subscribe to tier 2, tier 3. That gets you a ton of extra entries. Then finally, if you subscribe for multiple months, you get extra entries for that month, plus you're entered for every other sub giveaway that we do every month. So let's get that going and get the hype train. Now, if we get 2 level 5 hype trains, we're going to give away a 250 gig NVMe SSD. We're really close to the first one. And then if we get 800 likes on YouTube, that is the other one that we always do as well. The last giveaway we always have, and we'll go through these again a little later on, is that down there where it says $50 Newegg gift card. If we get 50 subs, that becomes a $50 Newegg gift card. If we get 100 subs, it becomes a $100 Newegg gift card. If we get 150 subs, it becomes a $150 Newegg gift card, which is the least we've ever given away. Every time we at least give away 150. And then if it gets to 300, it becomes a 5600X. 450 becomes a 5800X, and then so on and so forth, all the way up to 1,000 subs, which we have done, and I'd love to do again sometime soon, where we'll give away a 3080. Just live here on the stream. So the more hype you bring, the more that we end up giving away live on the show, which is always super good. Now, if you have just got finished, if you want a prize from November and December, gift cards, all that sort of stuff, you should have seen those distributions happen. We got finished, all the international winners got taken care of, and then people who got NVMe SSDs, those have been shipped out and they're starting to show up there. Half of December is done. The rest of them are coming over the next couple weeks. So we've just done a big, massive prize distribution there. And then finally we have 3070s that'll be coming a little bit later. They're just taking a little bit more time to go out. But yeah, there's a lot of options and a lot of things going out. So lots of prizes going out. I think we gave away in the last, total prize package for the month of November, December was like somewhere around $2,500 that we gave away there. And then also next week, so as promised, next week we have the Carter PC giveaway. So our first PC giveaway for the 2021, that PC is going to be given away. It's got an MSI 3080 Gaming X Trio. It's got an i7 10700K, the KA. So we got a lot of cool stuff. So we got a new PC coming out as well. And then we got some really other incredible giveaways for the month of March, etc. So you guys got a lot to look forward to still going on as well. There we are. 126%, 21 subs already. Look at all those subs coming in here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at our numbers real quick, and then we'll kick off the rest of the show. Where's my mouse? Oops. Let's get checking our dashboard right now. It's 270 hanging out with us on twitch.tv/Robeytech, 317 at youtube.com/Robeytech, And then we got 151 at twitch.tv/Newegg. So going in. We are not done already. This is Wednesday's build. People are like, wait, you've already built it? No, this is Wednesday's build. This was the Valentine's build, which we wanted to. This is the Valentine's build that we had that we just got finished doing, and so this is we're showing it off because we weren't able to get it fully lit up and everything, so we want to make sure we got there going in. There is no sub for Newegg. You got to come over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Newegg, we're just on the channel. Obviously, I'm a big sponsor. I love that we have so many people from Newegg who hang out, but yeah, there's no sub over there. It's all the giveaways and everything happen on my channel, but we just like to make content for Newegg. I also want to do is Made in America. Is Made in America in the channel? Is Made in America there somewhere? No, Wogman. It actually was not the drivers. The actual hub was bad, so I had to replace the hub. So there was actually some additional work, and once I got that taken care of, then it basically fixed. So going from there. Where's Maiden? Is Maiden there? I haven't seen him. Is he? Where is Made in America? Is he here today? I'm looking for Made in America. I want to see if he says hi. He may not be. Hey, Grandma Hates Tech, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. She's the one who protects me from plumber's crack. Oh, we told him. Okay, so he hasn't been here yet. Okay, not in the stream, huh? What a jerk. What a jerk. Okay, so what's happening today? People probably want to know what's going on today. We'll run you through this as we continue to have our start. So anyway, welcome to Robeytech. My name is Justin Roby. I'm the host of the show. We are coming up on 1 year being live here on twitch.tv/Robeytech. In a little over, I think it's just shy. We're about 45, 50 days from having our first year here at Twitch. The show is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on twitch.tv/Robeytech, youtube.com/Robeytech, facebook.com/Robeytech, and twitch.tv/Newegg. So we stream 3 days a week, and it starts at 5:30 p.m. The show is pretty much mostly PC builds. We do a mix of, a lot of people ask, Roby, what do you do with all these PCs that you build? A lot of them are commissioned, so we have people who pay me to build their PCs, so we can show you a bunch of stuff. And then we are also, a lot of them are what are called, they're new case builds. So we showed off on Wednesday, we did the 011 Dynamic Mini, and then we're gonna be doing the AZZA 808, Cast 808. So we're gonna be showing off new cases, and those are all done via recycled hardware that we have here on the thing. Now, before I do that, Made in America is here. Made in America just turned 21 today. So today is his 21st birthday, and he is one of our tech awesomes. And so we always like to take a moment, specifically when like mods, tech, stuff like that have birthdays. So today's his birthday, so we're gonna sing happy birthdays. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Made in America. We all are made in America. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Happy birthday, Made in America. That guy's awesome. Love him. And he's it's super good to have him going in there. Yeah, he was born and made in America. So there he is. So we got him hanging out today, and so we're going from there. So anyway, nice little break from that. The show. We also are showing off new cases. Like we have new cases from Fractal, new cases from AZZA. We're going to show new cases from XPG. We got some new ones from Antec on the way. So we like to at least feature those a couple times a week. We're kind of backlogged because December and January were pretty crazy just catching up on commissions, but now we are showing off a lot of new cases from there. So that's what kind of happens on the show. I went through giveaways. We'll go through those a little bit later so you know it there. So if you have any questions, our mods are always telling you people about that. So that is going on. Life, thank you very much. Life is Life for the $2 super chat. And then lastly, we also sometimes we talk about tech deals. Sometimes we do a little sponsor bits, stuff like that. So those things pop up as well. And so that's kind of the thing of the show. The show usually lasts anywhere between 3 and 4 hours, pretty typically. And then the giveaways usually happen near the end of the show because we usually have some little bars that you guys always manage to surpass to make sure that we keep the hype up here on the channel. And then at the same time, it's like all about you sticking around and checking out a cool build or two while we're doing it. Today on the show, we are building it pains me to say this, but we are going to be building a PC that is light on RGB. It is a blackout build. Almost entirely no RGB. There is a little bit. And the main reason being is that I'll show you the case here in a minute. Let me shut this down. I think you guys have had your chance. Sternum, thank you very much for the super chats. We're going to shut this down now. and then get this out of the way. Don't want this beautiful thing distracting you. We'll show it off again a little bit later. Get this down here and out here, and then I'll bring over the new case. So this is the AZZA Cast 808. We haven't built in it. It's a very expensive case, is unfortunately one of its biggest problems here. But it's unique, right? And the whole thing about this case is the unique nature of it. So you can see it's got that nice gap right there in the center, and the way that it works. So this is the AZZA Cast 808. It has this nice like little opening thing that we're going to be doing for there. So really, you can see what kind of fits right here is where we're going to be putting the GPU, and we chose the big boy. We're putting in an RTX 3090 Founders Edition in there, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of white light to kind of accentuate the whole thing, but outside of that, for the most part, it's really going to be like very, very blacked out. So we're going to keep the rear fan white. We got a little bit of white in the RGB for the Crucial RAM, and then we're going to have the light that comes from the GPU. But outside of that, not really going to be showing. Not really going to be having much other RGB on there, just so when we have it closed and then you have the little bit of light shining through here, it makes the GPU look a little bit better. But very, very cool concept case, mostly aluminum and steel. It's hefty. It's definitely open air, so you don't have a ton of airflow issues. But here's the problem, guys. It cost $199. So this case is $199, which is not cheap. So that's kind of the one thing that has to go. Yeah, exactly. I think OJack was kind of what I was thinking right there. It's $199. It's kind of interesting to build in. We're going to be showing that off a little bit today, and getting that done. So that is the build for today that we're going to be doing, and it should be pretty awesome. So yeah, let me get this out of the way. We'll put it over here and work on it a little bit later. We'll go through parts here in a second, but we got to talk about. It's Friday, and everybody knows on Friday we always like to talk about cheap Windows keys. So we're gonna go through that here in a moment, and then we'll run through the parts and all that stuff. But first, it looks like you guys have already hit the first tier. We're on our way to a $100 Newegg gift card now, and so we'll get that changed. Ice flavor for the day. Ice flavor for the day is lemon lime. Is the ice flavor today? So if people are curious, okay. End goal. We're on our way to a $100 Newegg gift card. Gift card, we need 150. There we go. Okay, so next goal is up. Okay, so one of the things that I like to, that I do for the show, and if you've watched Robeytech before, you have seen me talk about these guys. There are a lot of organizations that sell discounted or gray market Windows keys, and if you tech tube at all, which many of you probably don't, these are like the first guys who are like, hey, we want to sponsor your channel. Well, this is one that these guys. The reason I ended up going with these guys is because I was like, look, if you can prove to me that these are legit keys, and you can prove to me that this is not some sort of shady deal, and that you can back if we have an issue, like for instance, if a customer has an issue, that you guys will take care of it, then I'm willing to actually give you guys a shot. And so we did that about 3 months ago. It was the first time we debuted then, and we've had people now, hundreds and hundreds of people now, save money using the CDK deals. And so a lot of people are huge fans of this site. Now, they showed me the OEM purchase agreements that they made with Microsoft. They showed me all the licensing keys. They went through the whole history, and that's where I was at a point where I was willing to show these guys. So these are cdkdeals.com. And so when you think about purchasing Windows, right, if you look at Windows 10, so we'll throw Windows 10 in here, OEM, and then we'll wait. So there it is right there. So here's a Windows 10 key. This is a 10. This is not the, that's a 2 PC one, but let's see if it shows up here. Hold on. Do Windows 10. These always don't. There it is. This is what I want. Okay, so here it is. Microsoft Windows 10 Pro. This is the OEM edition, usually $120.17. This site, right now, it's selling for $19.88. So $19.88 is a far cry from having to spend. These are legit OEM product keys, and there are ones that you can use. So if I hit buy now, just like this, and you can go here and then check this out. If you use your code RB20, which is Robeytech 20, hit apply. Now that key is now $15.90, saving you another $3.98. Now, these are retail keys. They do work on any normal version of Windows 10. All you got to do is download, follow my Windows 10 instructions, and you can basically then use this. I have purchased from these guys, and you guys have any questions, you can talk to a lot of people here within Robeytech who have also purchased keys from this site. So these guys are going to run throughout the show. You should definitely check it out, especially if you're putting in a new version of Windows. It'll get rid of that, hey, need to authenticate or whatever it was, and you end up with a legitimate version of a product key. So pretty cool. I like them. We haven't had any customers who've complained about having issues, and then if they have, the CD Keys guys have taken a good, are willing to take care of those issues. I haven't had any complaints about them yet, and so if you want to check it out, you can do so. The other thing too is I do want to let you guys know, if you have any questions, feel free to talk to us on the Discord channel. We have lots of people on Discord who've used them. If you're like, wow, this is super shady. I agree, but the guys legitimately, they showed me and they went through all the hoops to prove that they were not selling stuff that they shouldn't be selling. So OEM keys, there's nothing wrong with an OEM key. OEM is just, the reason they're able to get it at a cheaper price is OEMs are basically they're integrators, and so they get them at what are called SI prices, system integrate prices. So that's going there. And so yeah, so Landy was saying, hey, make some shows on what to do post PC stuff. We actually have Landy from Facebook is saying this, and Landy, we actually have a ton of video. We have 2 videos already that actually show you how to do how to be able to do that stuff on our YouTube channel. But we will add to we'll definitely make sure that we do a show in the future where we actually walk through the setup post. For sure. Do we have a limited time to activate the key, or is it unlimited? As far as I know, I don't think there's a limited time. I don't know anybody who sat on them. I know a couple people who have sat on them for a little while and then activated them and did not have an issue. So, oh, there you go. So CC1 over on Twitch said he did have an issue with his key, but they corrected it in 5 minutes of contacting him, which is awesome. So there you go. And if you do have an issue, just say Robeytech. You're part of Robeytech, and they're looking out. Oh, CKCC, Chris is here. What's up, man? Just saying hi to people now. So that is, check it out, cdkdeals.com. We're gonna have the show up in there. You guys will see them throughout. If you're looking for an inexpensive, I know nobody's able to buy PC parts right now, but if you could, and then you want to get Windows, there's your option right there. And so going from there. And I don't know why that Stream Elements thing. I got to talk to them. We are going to be doing that. Let's see what else is going on. I'm looking at other questions. Finally caught a live stream. Welcome Maximus Zimus to the show. Awesome. Cineverino is going to go lurk for a little bit. And spam is for frying pans. Thank you, Cole. There we go. That's going on there. Okay. Let us do a dad joke, and then we'll go through the parts for today. We're 56 of 100 subs towards the next goal. So let's look at dad jokes. I like this one. This is from Saiku over on Discord. Now, if you want to get in on your dad jokes, head over to Discord. We have a whole dad joke sections. I like this one. This is from Saiku. I was going to tell a joke about time travel, but no one liked it. I was going to tell a joke about time travel, but no one liked it. I love that. So this is from Naungo. People told me lifting weights would give me the body of a god. So I did it for an hour, and now my arms are Thor. That's pretty good. Somebody's asking about the playlist. The playlist that I'm working with, I need to talk to them and see if we can get them. It is actually by Soundstripe. We'll get more information for them for next stream. We'll put it into, we'll have a bot that tells you about it. Soundstripe. The playlist is called, I have it right here. It's called Electronic Staff Picks. Is the playlist on Soundstripe. We'll get a list for them, and so you guys can basically check them out and go. I love that. Tree came for the PC, stayed for the dad jokes, which is great. So yeah. The playlist name is called Electronic Staff Picks. I know that's one of the questions that has come up quite a bit, so we want to make sure that we get those to you guys this time. Who is ready to talk about PC parts in tonight's build? because we got some interesting one in tonight's builds. I'll be honest. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about those. Are you gonna bring back the digital clock? It's sitting right over here. I just need to power it. Love you, Roby. Inspired me to build my first PC. Unfortunately, that's one to hold for now because I lost most of my money because I got scammed. Dude, that sucks. J Cardi 10, my heart sinks. That's terrible. Man, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry. Okay, Alberto's ready. That blows. Okay. What's up with these GPU scalpers? I don't know, man. That's super, like, I don't, like, I just want, okay, so we'll take a quick aside here real quick. I did have some pretty good, interesting conversations with some different companies about availability for 3080s. And I will tell you that most people are expecting the 3080s to start flowing in a much more normal fashion starting in April. So we do have some, it looks like we have some respite coming up. So so hopefully we actually end up seeing that. But you know, based on some unnamed sources that I can't talk to, who talk to me, they're saying that we're going to look at like some pretty good stuff from 3080s pretty soon. I don't know about 3090s. 3090s are actually a lot harder, but 3080s, which I know a lot of people are excited about. So going from there, so which is good to know. All AliExpress build. Okay, for an April Fool's jokes. Hey, you're welcome, Albert. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's start talking about it. Let's get some hype going. Come on, guys, build time. Let's get some build hype in the channel. Let's get ready. We're not gonna do a 5000 series build today. It's really just we're just trying to make it simplistic for building today, so it should be fun. But who's ready to talk about parts? Who's ready to talk about parts? I would trade my youngest kid for a 3080. That's brutal. I would say a 5600X over a 3700X. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about the parts. So in today's build, we're using the king of the Ryzen stack from last generation, and that is the Ryzen 9 3950X. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is a 3900 XT. Never mind. We're going to use a Ryzen 9 3900 XT. This is a 12-core, 24 thread. So this is the XT version. This is like the higher bin version of the Ryzen. I thought it was a 3950. It's in a 3950 Bex, but it doesn't matter. It's just for fun. So it's got a Ryzen 9 3900 XT in it. So that is our CPU. Like these CPUs, they were kind of weird, right? Like they're kind of like the KS version from Intel. Like nobody really knew why they did them, but they did. They were slightly higher. Kind of felt like a reason for AMD to kind of want to have the price be a little bit more normalized. So that's why we ended up with the 3900 XT. So yeah, great CPU. We're gonna check it out and play with that. The main reason being is I didn't want to have to worry about flashing the BIOS or anything like that. Just wanted to build a build and have it show off here on the show. We're using a very interesting, ASUS sent me this, and this is a very interesting, haven't shown any of these off. It looked black, which I liked. This is the Pro Workstation X570-ACE. So we're gonna look at this. This is a workstation level motherboard, so that's why it's $322. It's got, you know, the thing that's crazy, it's just got a bunch of extra stuff on it, specifically your chipset, how it does VRM. It doesn't have the same kind of look. It's all about the kind of the feature sets more than anything else. So yeah, we're gonna show it off, take a look at it, and we'll see if we can figure out what the difference between a workstation and a normal X570 board is. But yeah, it should be cool, and we're gonna be checking that out. So that's our motherboard, something new we haven't seen before, which I always enjoy. For RAM, we're going to be using Crucial Ballistics, which I always like. It's 3200 kit. Again, we're not doing anything spectacular here. It's really just about showing off the case. If you wanted to replace any of these parts, we can always make recommendations in our tech channels and stuff like that. But this is 3200, 16 gig, 3200 kit. It doesn't even really have like super awesome timings, but Crucial sent it to us, and I liked it because it's like, I like Ballistics RAM. It's got the little bit of white that we're going to basically turn into it, which I liked for kind of the afterglow. So that's why I kind of chose this one. And then for our NVMe SSD, we're going to be using the XPG Gamex non-RGB version of their 1 terabyte. They sent me a couple of these to kind of check out. So I figured, hey, this is a good build. We are doing on Monday, we're actually going to be doing an all XPG build. So they sent us a new case and then a ton of their XPG parts. So we're going to be showing that off. But figured I would use one of their parts in today's build as well. So that's our NVMe drive, something a little bit different. It's got a little heat spreader on it and all that sort of stuff. We're also using a new AIO on today's show, which I haven't used before, and this is the Fractal Celsius S24 Dynamic. I know a lot of people actually really like these AIOs, so we're going to be using this. I like the way the pump looks. I like it's subtle. It's all black. We're going to change the pump color to white, just again creating that overglow to go into the center part of the case all up. Wanted to show something a little bit new. Haven't installed this before, so here we get a chance to kind of learn about some new hardware at the same time. Has anybody ever used this? No, we're not using the keep in the stock fans. We're actually going to be using something else that Cooler Master sent me a ton of these. And these are the new Cooler Master SF120Ms. These are their like new mechanical high-end. These are pricey fans. So I figured I'd throw these on here. I might change my mind. I have to look at them, but I might change my mind. We have these couple fans I might stick on there instead. There's nothing wrong with the Fractal ones. I just need to decide what I'm going to decide to do. But these are the fans that I might do. No RGB, nothing frilly. But we'll see how it goes once I take a look at these. Yeah, so there's an AIO. AIO. I could do Your Life is Life, you're right. I could have done a 360. I didn't have a longer 360 AIO that's non-RGB. So and I wanted to try the Fractal one because I hadn't had a chance to do it. And then finally, I had to use this. I have yet to actually open this. I've had this sitting here and I haven't used it in a build. So I figured if I have a case that really is about showcasing the GPU, why not use the 3090 freaking FE and actually basically throw a 3090 in there. So we're going to use the 3090 FE and basically use that in the slot. I think it's going to look overall very good in the build, so I like the way it looked, and we figured we'd use this in a build for the first time. So I'm going to throw this in there, and hopefully it'll make it look good. Because of that, just to make sure that we're using a 3090, we're going to be using the Seasonic Focus 1000 watt. I love Seasonic. Though I think it was Icy. I think Icy. Somebody had said that there's some potential issues with this Jeep. What did he say? He had said there had been some potential issues with this PSU and this. I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. He says PSU should be fine. So he had some with OCP OPP tripping on a 3090. So hopefully that's not something we'll see an issue with. I heard that Icy, do you know if splitting this between two things should minimize that stuff? I'm curious if you could let me know. I've got Discord up. If you could let me know just a little bit more about that so I can know what that means. So OOP. So yeah, if you could let me know a little bit more about that in Discord, I'd like to let people know where that information's from. And then yeah. Up to 280, so we're gonna be fine. He's just showing me some stuff. We always have power spikes. So I don't think we'll have any power spikes because again, we're gonna turn it up. Do we know if this? I mean, I know that the GA has the same problem, but I haven't heard about that. Do we know if it's this particular brand with this thing? So anyway, not necessarily. So I'm just saying until we get that stuff, if you're looking for a good PSU to go through this. Maybe look at the EV. I would recommend the ones that are my favorite. And if I was always going to recommend a power supply, EVGA G5 series is by far the ones that I recommend for everybody in terms of if you're looking for a good PSU. Or Corsair. The Corsair RM series is also very, very good. So I love Seasonic. These have been usually some of the best PSUs out in the market. So that's why it was surprising to hear that this might potentially have issues. And we'll try and get more of that. But for now, we're just going to put it in the build, but maybe not. You have to splice the power. So anyway, I'll look for that information here and we'll go from that. Somebody's saying how I feel about Deepcool. I have used their DQ850 PSUs, but not with having any issues. But I don't have a lot of information on Deepcool's PSUs to really make a heavy recommendation. So says my understanding is its protection mechanism in the Seasonics and their derivatives. Okay, That's good. So I'll get a 411 on that, and then we'll put some information in there a little bit later, and we'll get you guys some real info. Again, I don't pretend to know everything. There's a lot I have to learn because I use so many different parts. I super appreciate people like Made in America, Icy Sniper, Tom, and all those guys who come in and give me all this information, because sometimes I'm learning just like you. So it goes from there. So yeah, that's going on. We're Phantom. We're trying to find out. So I'm gonna get some more info, and then I'll tell you guys when I know. And we'll have it before the end of the show. So okay. So who's ready to do some building? 59 subs today so far. Let's see if we can get that to 100 before we get too crazy, so we can just basically move towards that 150 goal and go from there. Ice, baby. There we go. So it's ya boy says, I have 10K. I want you to build me the most insane build. I have done a 10K build, and they're a lot of fun. So if you're really interested, you can check those things out. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look at this board first, because we haven't had this board for a while. I'm excited to actually get to use it. Okay, here we go. Top-down camera. This is the ASUS Pro workstation. This is like a $400 motherboard. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. So it's got inside of it, we got our IO shield. Unfortunately, for $400, you don't get an integrated IO shield. You get a lot of, wow. Get some crazy stuff in here. What else oh, this is a box and a half. Looks like it's got some support stuff as well, like some additional bracketing and things like that. I was looking for there's our M.2 screw. But yeah, what is that thing? I'm trying to see if there's a way to open it. Here we go, on this side. Let's see what this is. There's some crazy, what is this crazy in here? Look at this, wow. Look at that. Oh, that's a, holy crud, that is a hefty, like basically additional cooling for your, oh, this is a GPU bracket cooling fan that you can like add additional cooling to your GPU. So like if you want to do direct, like it goes on the other side of the PCI slots, and then it blows air directly onto your GPU. That's pretty crazy. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird that shipped in that thing. So I've never seen that before. Have you ever heard of a PC lost board, PSU, and AIO all due to a bad PSU? Yes, I have seen people, because of bad PSUs, lose whole components before. So that is not unusual. It doesn't happen all that often, but yes, it is definitely capable of doing that for sure. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and pull this stuff out. Here is our beautiful Mobo. Look at this thing, man. This is like, it's no frills, right? Like there's no RGB on this. It's just all, like, look at that VRM, built for pros. Look at that. Even says on there, built for pros. This is pro built, guys. Oops. Okay, so let's walk through this motherboard real quick. Remember, this is a workstation motherboard, so not something we're typically used to versus what we've typically done on the show. A little bit simpler in some regards, but again, all about kind of productivity. Cool thing is up here in the top left, we've got an 8-pin EPS power. We've got some pretty hefty VRM cooling here. The VRM, specifically the capacitors, are actually pretty thick on here. So all in all, so I'm guessing that means it's for what, if you guys don't know what this is, this basically controls all the power that goes here. It's not really for overclocking, but you may have super stable, you have super stable power going to your PSU in this case. So they're not expecting you to do anything crazy with overclocking. You've got 3 fan headers up here in the top right. One of these is the CPU one, but that's what these are right here. Notice what is not here, which is an RGB header. So no RGB control whatsoever on this Mobo that I can see at all, which might be an issue with that rear fan that we have here. I forgot that because we have none, we're not going to be able to control any RGB, which makes sense. This is a workstation. We have basically RAM. We got dual channel RAM here, probably capable of holding up to 128 gigs, if I'm not mistaken. Over here, because we've got channel A and channel B, this is our 24-pin ATX power, which powers the other 3/4 of the motherboard. We've got USB 3.2, no USB-C in this case, which is surprising on a $300+ motherboard. Another system fan, I guess they thought USB-C doesn't get used on workstations. We've got 2 M.2, so we've got a single one under this heat spreader and then another one there. We've got a x16, 2x8 PCIe, and then a x1. What is this? Does anybody know what this is? I don't know what this is. I haven't seen this kind of connector before. Does anybody know what that is? Is this for hot swappable? That's new. I haven't seen this before. We got SATA and then whatever this is. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this. So something unique here. Going from there. I don't know what that is. I haven't seen that before. So I will tell you. It looks like yeah, it's blurry. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to make it blurry. I'll see if I can get it so we can zoom it in a little bit. There you guys. Yeah, that's a little bit less blurry. I appreciate it too. Yeah, so there it is right there. Can you guys see that? I don't know why it's so blurry. I'll try and zoom in more. Zoom out a little bit. That one right there. If you guys are, oh, it's U2. Okay. Okay. Yeah, U2. Okay. So I haven't seen that before. So that's what that is. Which is another. Okay, cool. That's appreciated. So there's that. That's a U2. This is front panel connectors in the top, in the bottom right. This is where you plug in your power switch, HD, plus and minus, all that sort of stuff. Another USB 3. So we have 2 there. USB 2. We have no TPM, which is also another. Oh no, maybe that's it. This might be TPM. That might be your TPM connection right there. Oh no, that's a COM. And then we have, a debug. There's a debug one here. There's actually quite a bit of additional jumpers down here at the bottom, which must be workstation related. HD audio. And then the other thing too that I thought was pretty cool is check out where the CMOS battery is, which is usually top right here in the center. But over here, the CMOS battery is actually off to the right, which I wish this was actually more standard, because a lot of times that'll get covered by the GPU. And if you want to reset the CMOS, that becomes a pain in the butt. On the back, for I/O, we've got USB 3, your audio, USB-C, and then your display port and HDMI at the same time. So that is the workstation Mobo. Looks a little bit different than what we've typically done, but it has no RGB, which was kind of one of the things we were trying to do. And so that's what we're gonna do from there. Let's start putting our PC together and go from there though. So here we go. Get our CPU. Yeah, this again, the workstation. This is a workstation, not a like a consumer or prosumer level Mobo in that regard. So no RGB on this bad boy at all. Oops. Okay, here's our 5900 XT, 3900 XT. Sorry, putting that in like that, and there we go. Installed. It's always funny. Like I always like the moment that I get to this point, and I'm like, oh, it's actually time to actually start putting in the CPU. It always feels like anticlimactic when I finally put it in. You're like, oh, it's in. Just so little to it. Grab the other parts here we're to be using. Okay, so here's our little M.2 header. Ooh, we got 2. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna probably, so I don't lose them, install both of them. Oh, let's grab our WoW stick though. We forgot our WoW stick. Okay, so Made in America finally got back to me. He said, finally, he says, from what we're seeing, from what they're seeing, the GX Seasonic power, which is the one that we are using, the G-Sonic power supplies have issues with the 3080, 3090 under heavy load. OCP, which is known as overcurrent protection, kicks in and shuts the system down. So that's one of those things where a lot of people say, hey, my PC just suddenly shut down. that might be a reason for something like that to happen. So that's what the issue is with this particular brand, which is interesting. I don't know, made in America, do you know, has Seasonic had any reaction to it, or has there been any comment on it? And no, this PC is not being given away. So that is new, and not something you typically hear having an issue from Seasonic PSUs. Okay, let's pop these out like waffles. Because I know EVGA, the G5s, the GAs have had similar issues. And is it the Founders Editions only, or is it all of the 3080, 3090 GPUs? I'm just curious. I'm learning a little bit like at the same time. So, shoddy, no, it shouldn't. It just means that it shuts it off. It shuts it off to protect. So no, it shouldn't have any of those other problems. It's not like it's getting a surge or anything like that. But you really shouldn't. I mean, like, your PC shutting off isn't necessarily something you want to do all the time. I'll hire you. Thank you, Sheep. Okay, Maiden says that Seasonic is aware of the issue, but some people said they've had luck replacing with platinum rated, which we have some platinum rated ones too, but they said some other users have not had any such luck. So again, okay, so I think I'm going to ask Made in America and my tech guys, my recommendation, and I know this from EVGA, again, if you're looking for a PSU, the ones I would recommend, and this is the first time I haven't had Seasonic on the list, is the EVGA G5 series at 850 or 1000 watts, or the Corsair RM series at 850 and 1000 watts. And so those are, if you're looking for PSUs, those are the ones I'd stick to. Because I know that the GA models of EVGA have had similar issues with 3080s as well. Yeah, Captain Serial, the overcurrent protection, the OCP, for certain CPUs under heavy load has had issues. So, yeah, the EVGA Supernova G5 is awesome, and I know does not have that problem. And I got that directly from EVGA as well. Click! Oh, you guys thought I wasn't going to do it. You guys thought I wasn't going to do it. Again, little slot in the PCB right here. Go to pop it in just like so, and then give it a nice little push. Click! And then you get a quality click. There we go. I love my, can I just say how much I love my mod team and my tech specialists, because they make things awesome. Just saying. Nope, that's too big. Yep, okay, and so they agree. Corsair RMX EVGA G5. Okay, so everybody's on the same page. So I will probably end up stop recommending Seasonic until we know. It probably, the higher end, let me be clear, it's probably, there is a Seasonic model. It's probably not their GX model. They have a higher end model that I'm guessing more than likely. I'll get some data on that and I'll let you guys know in the next episode. But if you've noticed that and you have you have one of these next gen cards, it's worth, and you've seen your PC shut off. Yeah, just no gigabyte ones. Don't worry, we're just giving all the gigabyte ones away. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm opening this up. The only reason I'm opening this up is so I don't lose the standoff here. Matty Orbs, who's another one of our guys, was saying it looks like it's mostly on the 3090s, but we're not going to be doing anything. And then also, if you overshoot, so if you really want to make sure you don't have a problem with the Seasonic, it sounds like if you do like 1200 watt over 1000, you know what I mean? Like if you really overshoot the wattage, you shouldn't have a problem either. So like if you're using a 3080 with a 1000 watt Seasonic PSU, you're not going to have a problem. Is what I'm seeing here. And again, I'm giving you this real time, guys. This is just my team that's telling me about this stuff. I haven't been able to verify this information, but I trust these guys pretty implicitly. Okay, so here we go right here. Let's go and grab our M.2 drive. Thank you, XBG, for providing this. Look at this fancy. It's so fancy, and it's got carbon fiber. I thought it would look good with the match here. So we're going to see this little slot in the PCB like that. We're just going to pop it in like so. Did you hear me? I said pop it in. Pop it in. Are you watching? Are you watching? It's like this, okay. Just like that. Pop it in, goes down. Oh, that looks cool. I like the way that looks. Okay, so Seasonic Prime, PX, and TX are good. It's just their GX ones. They're more, so the PX and TX are probably, they're more like the G5 versus the GA. So a couple reasons. So I mentioned this. So I know that I said this is I know that I had said this was a blackout build. I am taking a little bit. So the way the case works is it's got an opening around the PSU. I wanted a little bit of white light that'll come from this and the AIO to help accentuate that little part of it, but it's still very, very little RGB. So we've got, that's why it's this particular one and not just something like G.Skill. I wanted a little bit of light, just enough to make it, to have a little bit of that. Oh, you'll see it when the build's done. Of course, unfortunately, it'll be RGB at the beginning, but we'll show it off again in shots and stuff later, so. But yeah, that's why it's RGB in this case. Okay, let's see. I'm guessing I'm gonna look at we're gonna learn something together, guys. We use this fractal AIO and learn a little something together here in terms of how this mounts. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay, what are we doing? Let me check our numbers real quick. Okay, so we have 589 hanging out with us at twitch.tv/YouTube, twitch.tv/Robeytech. We have 535 on youtube.com/Robeytech and 92 hanging out on twitch.tv/Newegg. So now that we have over 1,000 people, it's always a good time to just really quickly recap what's going on with the giveaway. So I like to try and it's really important to basically just make sure people know so that we don't have our mods do this. So there are 3 giveaways that were happening on the show today. The first one is if we get level 2 hype train, which will happen only on Twitch. We get level 5 hype train twice, sorry. If we get that, we'll give away a 250 gig NVMe SSD, okay? If we get 800 likes on YouTube, which means youtube.com/Robeytech, you ever go to youtube.com/Robeytech, hit that thumbs up button. If we get 800 likes on there, we also will give away a 250 gig NVMe SSD. And then down there at the bottom, you see this $100 Newegg gift card, and it says 63 of 100. If we get to 100 subscribers at Twitch, then it becomes a $100 Newegg gift card. If we get to 150 subscribers on Twitch, it becomes a $150 Newegg gift card. If we get to 300 subscribers on Twitch, it becomes a 5600X. 450, it becomes a 5800X. And then it climbs all the way up to 1,000. If we get 1,000, then we give away a 3080 here on the show. Now, a couple things. We also have what's called the sub-only giveaway, which is happening on twitch.tv/Robeytech. If you get, one lucky sub will get a care package from me, which includes a 5800X and a RTX 3080 that you will basically get. So, and the way that you get in on that is all you got to do is if you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech, twitch.tv/Robeytech, or twitch.tv/Newegg, come over to twitch.tv/Robeytech, use your free Prime subscription, and you may actually walk away with a GPU and a CPU. So if you want to get extra entries for that, all you got to do is gift subs, or you can do things like subscribe. You can subscribe to tier 2, tier 3, that gets you the most extra entries. And then finally, the last one is that if you subscribe for multiple months. So if you want to know all the legal rules, it's all up on Discord. We have people who talk about that stuff. So if you want to get how we do all that stuff, it's all up there. But again, those are the giveaways that are happening. The one that we draw the winner for the sub-only giveaway at the first week of March is when we draw the winner for that. The last winner we did, and then we have a couple of the winners from previous sub-only giveaways here in the chat tonight. So those are the giveaways. They're not going to happen near the end. So if you come in and you're like, hey, what's going on with the giveaway? That's what's actually happening, and that's what's going on. Now let's get to putting this in now. Hey, OG Hawk, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. So 800 watt is not enough. You want 850 or higher. Okay, we're just gonna make this simple, and I changed my mind. We're just gonna use the standard fans, the fractal fans, versus like throwing different fans on this just to make it easy. I'm looking at what our AM4. Oh, that's weird. So this has got posts. It's got a single. It looks like it would mount with one of these, but usually you have 2 of these. So I'm gonna look at my mounting. I don't see another. Oh no, what is this? Wow, look at this bracket. I've never seen a bracket like this before. That's unique. So it actually has one bracket that like goes along the bottom. Oh, whoa, that's cool. So that clips down and then that one goes over. Oh, that's neat. Okay, so you only need one of these and then you need one circle screw, but this uses the same standard bracket stuff. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, so we don't have to do anything spectacular to do an install for this. Now we're going to show you guys the case here in a second, because we'll be doing this a little bit later because we don't need to worry about this until we get to. And installation for this is actually going to be pretty easy but complicated at the same time, and you'll see a little bit more about what I'm talking about here in a few moments. Okay, so PSU's ready. I mean, the thing is essentially ready. The Mobo's ready. Let's go ahead and get our case prepped. And this is going to be the unique part. We need a lot of room for this. I'll put this over here. Okay, so here is our case. Like I said, our AZZA. This is the AZZA 808 cast. Some of you guys haven't seen this yet. But again, the thing that's so crazy about this case is, again, it's got this cool, like you can flip up, and this is like strong, so it's like you can leave it up. So if you want to just kind of show off the system, you can. But again, we want that little bit of underglow to show off that beautiful 3090 here. So we're going to prep this case though, because it's like basically, if you remember when I was building in the Cougar Conquer 2, it's a little bit like the Cougar Conquer 2 in terms of, we're going to put this down like this, open it up. Here's our extras. And then we need our wow stick. Put our top down here. And then we're going to zoom out so you guys can see this. So you see these little white, there's little white little things everywhere. So I'm going to unscrew these. And I'm going to take all these out. There we go. And there's a total of 5 of them. Okay, so there's our 5. And then this, essentially, if I got them all, I think I did. No, I gotta take this off. Oops, sorry, one sec. First thing I gotta do is take this off. Ooh. Those nubs are kinda iffy. Okay, there we go, so we got that off. Your front panel. This front panel, actually I have to say, like the machining quality of this is actually pretty cool. Which is pretty neat, right? Like in terms of, that's pretty cool looking machined. It's like 2 pieces of aluminum welded together or matched together. Okay, then pop this out and then this comes out. Ugh. We'll take these, we'll leave those in actually. Then there, we've got our shell off now. And then everything we're gonna do is build in this. So this is our build right here. It's all in this like shell. You don't have to do anything wacky. So you gotta do our building, all of our cable management, the entire PC basically gets built in this, and then we're good to go. Okay, so here we go. Now we're gonna pop this in. Actually, we're not gonna pop this in. This doesn't support an IO shield. So no IO shield. Because why would you use that? The no IO shield, because it doesn't fit one. This is gonna require I might have to replace this fan. I might have to replace this fan because this fan, well, in order to use the RGB for it, you have to use the RGB. We'll figure that out. Okay. Okay, here we go. And as you can see, we have plenty of room to work in the case. So working in the case is actually pretty easy. We're gonna go into our extras here. We got some, one thing I need is this. There we go. It's in my drawer of goodies. And then it's got like cable management on this is not going to be crazy. They give you a couple, like, we got a couple of these to kind of make cable management routes, but that's kind of it. Okay. $80 subs, guys. Let's see if we can get those last. See if we can get those last 20 subs, and then we'll be on our way to the next tier towards 150. Somebody wants to drop those last 20 and make it all magical for everybody else, so we get some awesome giveaways here at the end. How are we doing on likes on YouTube? I'm curious. Defend the father unit. Okay, here we go. So there's all of our, oops, almost threw that screw away. Screw doesn't want to leave. Get out of your bag, Screw. Get out of your, there you go. Screw's out. Yay. Time for another drink from the lemon lime ice. 407, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Somebody's asking about budget GPUs. We are going to be, I want to remind you, the 25th, we have a video coming out with our review of the 3060. And then also, we'll also be doing a live stream that day on the 25th, playing some Call of Duty, some Fortnite, and some Cyberpunk. So you guys can see how the 3060 performs with those games. So you're going to want to tune into that. So we have 4 streams next week versus our usual number of streams because we're adding that special 3060 launch stream. 3060 is a budget GPU. 340, like, I'd still consider that. What would you guys consider a budget GPU? Yes, like we're actually going to be reviewing it. We're going to be reviewing it and using it here. 250 or less. I don't know. Here's my deal, guys. Why would you spend here's the deal. Let's have a serious conversation. Why would you spend, knowing how much more powerful 3000 series is over older GPUs, why would you not just save and save $100 and get a 3060? It's like 350, 330. So yeah, EVGA is $330. So $80, and the generational leap in that is massive. And you can do, for $330, you can do a $1,000 build or a $1,500. Well, you can't buy them anywhere right now, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna buy, yeah, so $500 is left. So yeah, it would definitely be considered a budget GPU. I just don't think, like, at this point in time, because the leap between 2000 series and 3000 series was so high, and we're looking at probably, come April, you'll be able to start purchasing, you'll start seeing a larger flow of GPUs. I would wait to get a 3060. Why rush? Be patient and get the GPU that you want versus spending $250 on something that's so underpowered at this point in time. So EVGA will have them on their site. Newegg will have launch as well. I think Best Buy will sell 3060s. Amazon will also have them, though I would not try getting one on Amazon, is nigh impossible. Your best chance is obviously going to be Newegg Shuffle. They're going to do them. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to Newegg Shuffle the 3060, which makes the most sense. And there'll probably be a lot of people who win Shuffle that day. And then I'd say EVGA, where you could probably sign up for the queue. Best Buy's gotten better. I know a lot of people who've had success getting GPUs on Best Buy. So I'd say that those are kind of if you're like going to get them, those are going to be your best options. 3060 versus a 2080 Super. So a 3060 is supposed to be on par with a 2070 and about, I don't know, 15 to 30% more powerful than a 3060 Super. So I'd say a 2080 Super is still going to be a better GPU than if you can get a 2080 Super for less than $300, 2080 Supers are expensive. just because they're not making them anymore. So, okay, so that is in. I'm wondering if, what do you guys think? Like, again, I like the white and black here. It's not gonna light up because I don't have an RGB controller on here. But what I could do is literally just run the cable under and like run the cable under here and then just use the fan. I think I'm just gonna use the fan. Yeah, and that, well, it'll be interesting, right? Because like somebody said something that kind of I didn't think about until now, but I don't know if crypto miners are going to be as excited about the crypto cards, because when they're done, they won't be able to sell them the same way they could sell like a 3070 or a 3080, right? They intentionally hamstrung the 3060 Ti, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the 3070, 3080, and they hamstrung the 3060. But the 3070, 3080, and 3060 Ti, they did not, right? And then if they want to resell those cards with whatever the next gen is, then they can still, like, then why would they buy crypto cards? Because then they can't resell crypto cards for what they could resell regular GPUs. And because the problem is that people don't ask those kind of questions when they buy them on eBay, and there's no protection, they can sell them on eBay for crazy prices, you know what I mean? You know a ton of crypto cards got sold. You know a ton of crypto cards got stolen on eBay that were 2000 series. Okay, so I'm going to try and run this down. I don't like how this cabling is going to work, but that's kind of what we get here. I might actually, let's just keep this nice. I don't like having trying to get this. There we go. There we go. Using a super thin one just to keep this cable from popping out and being like, there we go. Keeps it nice and clean. There we go. Little details like this can matter. In my head, anyway. Oh shoot, that broke. That didn't go well. Wasn't supposed to break. It's crap. Do this again, one more time. Man. There we go. There we go. Okay, we'll keep it like that. It's fine. You're not gonna be able to see that anyway. Cool. Okay, so now we've got that kind of controlled and it won't be visible, which is what I care about, and then we'll run that to the back here, and we need to run one of these fans up here. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so now let's get our AIO mounted. Cables for this are like super easy because I'm just basically can move this thing wherever I want. Okay, so we're gonna front mount our AIO, which is gonna be easy. Now we don't have a ton of room in the front for like we don't have a ton of room in the front for like having it stack any differently, but it should still work here. So we're gonna put this out of the way. That's why we have a big workspace now. Somebody said that they like the old studio better. They just kind of missed the old studio. So somebody's asking, how do I have you, Roby, build me a PC? And all you got to do is reach out at, if you want to get more information, head to Discord. You can DM me on Discord and we can have a conversation about having me build you a PC. My commissions are 15% of the total cost, plus so 15%. So basically you price the PC, then you add tax, which here in Washington State, we do 11%. And then from there, add 15% to the total cost, and then we have you pay $100 towards shipping, and then that's all there is to it. And then it usually, depending on how hard it is or how long it takes me to get parts, is how long until your build shows up on the channel. But yeah, starting the conversation just happens on Discord. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have it from the tikes. Whoa, that just came off. Now we're gonna, the pump will be below the top of the radiator. So we are gonna, wow, this has got a fan hub on it. That's kind of cool. This will not light up either, I'm guessing. Okay, so this will go like this. Oh, we can't do white, so I probably won't hook up the RGB for this either. So we'll have a fan hub. This is gonna go up here. So fans are gonna go that way and through the back. The fans are gonna go this way. Fan cables are super short on this. Yep. There we go. So these are gonna go like this. Doing a little three-dimensional thinking is what I was doing right there. There we go. I forgot, I don't have any RGB headers on this Mobo, so I have to think about all that stuff as I basically put this thing together, because it's like, oh yeah, I forgot I don't have RGB headers, so I'm guessing that I can't change the color, so I will not use the RGB. Which is fine. Okay, let's get this in here. I haven't ever used this one before. So far, pretty easy in terms of putting it together, though. Okay, I'm not putting them all the way down. I'm just putting them in enough that it locks them in, and then I'll put them all the way in afterwards. Nice big holes for you to feel when these actually end up in the hole, which is kind of cool. I like the mounting mechanism for this, and I like how low profile the pump is. Or sorry, the cold plate. I think the pump's actually right here. I like this. There's a bunch of electronics right here on the end. I don't know if you guys can see this, but yeah, you can see there's actually a fan hub here. So all your fans and stuff actually plug into the end here. Just like this. Which is actually pretty cool. Just like that. And then this one goes right there. So no, like, in terms of cable management for this, really easy in terms of cable managing. There we go. Boom. And there you go. Sub goal reached. That's awesome. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we're on our way to the next one then. Okay, let's go towards putting in the new goal. Man, you guys are crazy today. Okay, on our way to the $150 Newegg gift card. I think we're actually, hold on. We're at 103, sorry. Next goal is up. Okay. Okay, let's get these other things on real quick, and then we'll mount this. There we go. 2 more screws. This is not going to take long. You know why? Because there's not a lot of RGB for this freaking build. So it's like this build is going to go really quick. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do here, oops, let us disconnect this real quick. There we go. These things are like hard to. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now our cable, like our fans are going to be cable managed in just a second. Just not even. Right up against the edge there. It'll be hidden. There we go. Okay. So this can go back in the box. Okay. Because this is not a build that's staying together. Just getting everything kind of, keeping it all put together. When we're done, we can just put it away. What the heck? In case I don't understand. Okay, now. Okay, now let's get this mounted into our. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Robey, you're not done with the. Not done with the pump mechanism here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, this is not light. Just saying. Now we're going to mount this really high up. Main reason being is we want to make sure that the pump is below the top of the radiator. That is important. So that is why we're mounting it so high up, but still tubes. Oh, wait. This does not, does it support? No. This is gonna have to go the other way. Okay. I'm gonna have to install it this way. Which is okay. It's not my favorite look, but I don't have a choice. But better, it's better for the radiator pump combo. Oh, the pump's at the top. Actually, no, this is ideal. I forgot. So I'm glad I'm doing it this way. Thank you. Actually, that was probably better that I did this. I forgot the pump is actually integrated into the radiator. So, never mind. This is good that we're doing it this way. Oh, but dang it! Crud. Because of that, I have to redo the fans, guys. Because I don't want the fan cables on the front. I planned for one way, and I have to do it another. Sorry. One quick second. This is where we learn. You have to switch the fans around real quick. Need them the other way. Backwards fans. Because I don't want the cabling on the front there. Remember I said this is going to go fast? There we go. Wow stick. Wow stick. No, it wasn't whoopsie. The top of this pump, the top of the radiator is much taller than typically. So because of how this is tooled, I have to run these the opposite way. I'm gonna have to redo all of this all up pretty much so. Because the whole thing is now the wrong way. I'm okay with it. Get to spend a little bit more time with you guys, which just makes me happy. I like happy. You like happy. We all like happy, right? Why does Jay's 2 cents dislike this? I happen to know Jay likes this content quite a bit. We are having, these mats will be for sale in March. The Robeytech version of them will be for sale in March 15th. Why not have them as exhaust? You think they should be there? Oh, I guess, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Okay, I'll flip them. Yeah, this one we're gonna want to, you're right, because of how little airflow we have out of the front. It's an open air case, guys. It really doesn't matter, but I'll do it. Okay. The problem is that because of how... No, it'll be okay. Yes, that'll work. And the fractal will be the right way. There we go. Well, now they're at least... now we're at least cable managed the right way, so I won't have to undo that. There is, if you live in a place that is full of smokers and like a lot of sediment and animals, there is a such thing. It does make it harder in terms of cleaning. As long as you do your right, as long as you take care of your PC, which a lot of people don't do. But yeah, you're right. There is no such thing as too much airflow in that case. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and hopefully we have enough room here to little cable manage here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's now still cable managed. Okay, there we go. Now we can mount this all. There we go. Thank God for electric screwdrivers. Go. One more. Okay, so there's that. There's one, and we're gonna do right there. Oh, I don't need to worry about that right now. Fractal, ooh. Okay, I'm going to look and see real quick what is the way they want me to install the... Okay, so this goes on the top. Okay. Trying to see which way they wanted the... Come on. There he goes. Fractal. Well, let's, before I do this too much. I don't like how the hoses are going to twist, but grab our okay. Okay. That's a pretty cool. I like that mounting mechanism a lot. I like that mounting mechanism a lot. Okay. Now, there should be a single cable that I need, this one right here, which is the RGB connection, which we can't use, so we don't have an RGB header. Okay. Yeah, the people are asking about the thermal paste. The thermal paste is pre-applied on this. Okay, AIO is installed and actually completely hooked up, which is super weird at this point in time in the build. Got one little thing I'm going to do, which is zip tie. Oops. I'm forgetting little parts of this thing. Okay. Okay, so build is in. He's ready. I'm going to go ahead and zip tie this together just to keep this cable managed. One thing that's really nice is just in terms of being able to just kind of work around this case is actually very easy. Again, $199 though is a lot. There we go. Okay, this is actually already hooked up, so we can take this off. There we go. So far, it looks pretty good. What we're going to do now is hook up all our front panels. Whoopsie. Okay, so we have one fan that we're going to run up here. Clean that up. Okay, here's all of our spare stuff. This we're going to basically clean up and just have it right here. Now remember, this is all going to get hidden behind the back plate, so there's not a whole lot you're going to see here. There we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Front panels. Missed. Okay, here we go. We have a USB 3, USB-C, which we can't use, HD audio. So HD audio is going to go right here. Front panel is going to go right here. This is, oh no, that's not HD audio. That's USB-C. I can't use that. HD audio goes right here. And then we have a single USB 3. I'm trying to think of the best place to put this. I think up here, because then I can hide it under this. There we go. And then another. Okay, there we go. We'll take care of cable managing this here in a minute. We'll make it look pretty. Okay. Oh, I might leave that a little bit. Okay, so over here, USB 3. There we go. We have a single fan header to run up here. It's for the rear fan. Front panels, I'm going to switch actually. I'm not going to run there. HD audio is going to go right here. And I'll zoom in so you guys can see all this here in a minute. Show you what I hooked up. And then I'm going to actually change this. Run this a little bit different. I'm actually going to run it here. And then we don't have a lot here, so we have power switch and power plus and minus, and that's it. There we go. Okay, so there, all of our front panels are hooked up. I'll zoom in so you guys can see real quick what I hooked up, which isn't a lot because of the build. So we got USB 3.2. That's what we hooked up. USB 3, which is right here. We're going to run all this cable down and we'll make it look nice here in a minute. But that's all we have here. Again, we're going to hide some of this stuff with the 3-part. With the we'll have some cable extensions that'll hide this stuff. Then in the bottom, we've got our front panel connections. We've only got power plus and minus and power switch. The power plus and minus is the far left, and then power switch is right next to it. And then only thing we have here is HD audio. Because the AIO doesn't use anything for USB hubs or anything like that, nothing too tricky there for that. So it's just nice and light in terms of what we're actually going to be doing here. Next thing we're going to be doing is I think this is an anti-sag bracelet for anti-sag bracket for the GPU. I'm not sure. We're gonna get ready to do the GPU here in a second. I think this is, I'm curious if our GPU is actually going to be, well, it's thick, so it should still be visible. And I'm wondering how far this is going to push this back. We'll have to see. Okay, let's just quickly take a look at the back and run our little bit of cable management, and then we'll get to the next part. There we go. I'm going to work on, what I wanted to do was work on building a channel here. No. There we go. Nothing too crazy. Use the stuff that they gave us for this. There we go. $125, geez, guys. A little bit of a shorter one here. Okay, again, just wanting to keep this like cable. We're not keeping this build, so doing enough to hide everything. So it's clean. Nothing too crazy here. Not a lot of cables for this build because we're missing a lot of we don't have a lot of RGB. Okay. Nice clean. Now we're not being too crazy here. I know I can make it, I could put like a bunch of cables and have it super clean, but all in all, pretty pretty straightforward and clean build at this point in time. We're going to run our PSU cables through there, but all in all, like nice and clean in the back in terms of how it looks, and all these cables are nice and taut, which is easy. Okay. Okay, let's figure out our GPU now. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Looks like I probably could look it up here in a minute. I think this is a... Yeah, I think this is some sort of weird... I wonder if it's an anti-sag. It looks like it's an anti-sag. Okay. I wonder if I could put it, like, it'd be kind of cool if you could put it on the other side. I guess you could. It's like, it's kind of cool, but it's like, I don't know how much it's going to support. We'll have to see. So, okay. GPU time, guys. Everybody's excited. Let's go to GPUs. I think we need these, so. I'm going to look real quick before we go to the GPU and look at what the AZZA, look in the AZZA and see if it shows what that. No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, GPU time. Unopened, brand new RTX 3090 here, guys. Side camera, here we go. Okay, here it is right here, unopened, brand new RTX 3090. So we're gonna use this. I wish I had my EVGA because EVGA just sent me their, I don't know, we're gonna see. If not, we'll switch GPUs. That's a good question. We will see. If not, we have more GPUs, guys. Let's test. Because this thing is huge, but I wanted to show it off. I think it'll fit, actually. I think it'll fit. Look at that thing, dude. Look at that. I mean, it's just so big. Oh, CKCC dropping 50. Holy crud, 50 subs. GCK, wow. He's like, wow, you say, take out a 3090, and all of a sudden you're like, holy crud. Wow, dude. Thank you very much, CK. You are the man. Okay, here we go, guys. Will this fit is the question. Ooh, I don't know. This may not. Ooh, this is like with the AIO. With the AIO, I don't know if this is going to work. As cool as it would be, I mean, it would fit if I didn't have the AIO. If I could have done the AIO the other way, it would have worked. Actually, hold on. Actually, hold on, guys. Yeah, I think it'll actually work. Yeah, it'll fit. It's fine. Oh, I don't know. Well, again, we'll see here in a minute. Actually, hold on. The tubes are not hitting the fans. Yeah, GPU girth is great. Okay. Okay, it goes right there. And if we run the tubes behind, it actually is okay. And the tubes they're not overly flexed. So that actually looks like it's going to work. There we go. And the tubes are okay. That looks like it's okay. Yeah, they're not too bent. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about this one, but there we go. There you go. That seems to be okay. Because the tubes aren't too... There you go. If we do this, that seems to be okay. If you do that, it'll work. It would actually work the other way, too. I mean, I could run them behind. And it was like, it doesn't, like, I'm not getting any anything there, but if I run them down, maybe what I do, if I run them down, then these won't be as bent. If you do this, there we go. That's not bent. There we go, that's fine. Okay, that works. And that's not bending the tubes too much, and they're not stretched. Okay, that'll work. So yeah, it works like that, and then just leaving this like this. Remember, I don't care about up here, because you won't see it all that well. There it is. It does fit. Now, I need fan. I need things for it. That is a big freaking case. I'm just looking to make sure it wasn't putting too much pressure or bend in the tubes, but it's not that way. I think it's gonna look, I mean, the thing is like when you put this inside of the other part of the shell, I think it's gonna look super rad. I want these, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna see, I already used this thing here. See that it's not gonna sag, it doesn't really sag, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this in anyway, just because, why not? Give it a little bit of extra support. Oh, this doesn't have it down here. One can't. I wonder if this actually goes up. This doesn't have the support for it down here. I wonder if this would go like here. And then it creates more support here. I'm just curious. Didn't it go on there? Nope, okay. Well, I was trying, but it doesn't work. Okay, there we go. Now we still have to find a cool way to run the GPU cable. I'm gonna work on now. Wow stick, that's right. 175, guys. Let me go ahead and put the next goal up. Thanks to CK, freaking crushing it. We're at 175, okay. Next goal's up, guys. Okay. I'm liking how this build's coming together. It's looking pretty sick. Now we just need to figure out this part. I use an ugly cable. But because we don't really, like, again, I'd like to make sure that when we open it, it still looks nice too. You know, that's important to me. Okay, so this, we are gonna go, whoa. I think what we wanna do, I run this like this. Then what we'll do is we'll run the two cable extensions off of the back and down. That should look pretty good. We'll pull that tight, and then that'll be all that you see, right? So it'll be nice and short, and then we won't hide the stuff. Okay, so let's get our PSU in. Well, let's run our cable extensions real quick, and then we'll do that. Make that look that way. There we go. Okay. Cable extensions. Do I not have it? I don't have any cable extensions in here. Get some cable extensions, one sec. I need to grab some cable extensions real quick, guys. Some of these have been like beat up. White. Those are pure white. CPU white. CPU white. White, white, white. Pure black. Okay, here we go. Some pure black cables here. Okay. Again, we're just gonna, the only thing we're doing here is now just to make the front look good. Let's grab our PSU cable here. This is, look, I like how this is coming out, right? Like, again, we just want because most of it's gonna get hidden. So I think this is gonna come out quite nice. And this little bit of stuff I think is gonna add to the little bit of flair that we have on this, which I think is gonna be cool. It's definitely not as flashy as what we typically build on the show. So. You guys enjoying? What do you think of how it looks so good? Yeah, the 3090 is super thick. It is a thick boy. What do you think thus far, ladies and gentlemen? Good. You would do it this way? Like that? I think the one thing is the one thing that's nice about this is that it matches the tubing up here, so it actually matches aesthetically. It kind of looks like it's all the same thing. But yeah, I don't know if I like down as much. The other thing too is like there's a nice clean path for it up there. But yeah. Okay. Getting our cable combs on. It's intrusive. Well, I'm not going to please everyone, guys. I'm not going to please everyone. If it was a commission build and it was your commission build, I would absolutely do what you wanted me to do. I put some funky stuff in commission builds sometimes. Like, no, actually, that's not true. I think I've never done anything that I like. I've never do something that's like, yeah, you should have somebody else build it at that point in time, because it's like it's got to at least be something that I'm proud of building, right? And we're gonna see, like I said, it's a unique case, so this should be really cool when it's all said and done. $199 though. Pricey case. Parts of it feel pretty premium, right? Like, I will say that. Like, parts I've played with so far have felt pretty premium. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about the cable combs on this, because these are literally going to be to pull these other cables back. And I'm going to put the cable comb on this, though. And I want it all to look super clean. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. There we go. Now, need two of these just to pull this back. I'm going to cable comb this because it's literally just to pull the cable, the whole thing back. I might put straight, but actually, let's go ahead and put some cable combs on it on the top here. I don't need too many. Just need enough so the top of the build, when you have it open, looks good. What are you doing here? There we go. Okay. See if that's enough. It's easy to add more if I need to. Okay. Now what we're going to do, and you guys can see this from up here, is we're going to do a top-down view. Run this straight back through here. I got to be careful not to avoid, I want to be careful not to hit the fan, but I have an idea on how I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. See, I hope this will work. I have an idea here. You guys are seeing like a top down of how I'm gonna, what I do is do some creativity here with the, we're gonna build like a bend with the fans. It'll be interesting. Okay. Okay, so we're building like a bend with the fans. Again, it's about showing the way the AZZA works is you want it to be from the side. And so then the rest of this, we zip this the right way. There's no, I want none of that touching the fan. A little bit of fan touch, hold on guys. There we go. Now there's no fan touch. And the cables still look good. Okay, cool. Okay, let's hook up the back, get our PSU in. I'll show you the front here in a minute. Let's go ahead and cable manage the back real quick. Now what I want to use in this case is I have these things. See if it can all fit in this. I don't think it will, but what I can do is stick this one in here and then have the other one sit on top of it. There we go. Oops. There we go. Need a one long PSU. This, we go right here. That can be here. And then our stuff. Oh, audio's done. Again, what I'm trying to do is make sure none of this stuff shows through the back. I want everything to be clean off of the back here. That's what I'm working on here. So that should be, you shouldn't be able to see anything this way. There we go. Okay, so nice and clean in the back, and then I'll show you the front so you can see what I'm doing. Now remember, we have this whole case thing that kind of goes around. So that's the highlight here is the GPU. So everything else kind of goes around that. So just something to bear in mind here. So you're probably like, why is he doing what he's doing? You'll see when I put the rest of the case on why I did what I did. Keeping all the stuff together here. There you go. Okay, this stuff away. These. Then we'll go to the PSU. Let's get the music started again here in a second. Okay, music. Music to make you groove. Okay, how are we doing numbers wise? 754 on Twitch, 564 on YouTube, 106 on twitch.tv/Newegg. So we're sitting at 1,300 people here on a Friday night, which is always good. Okay, let's give this a flippity-doo-dah so you guys can see what I did here. And then I'll make sure everything looks good on this side. Now remember, so again, what we want here, nothing hitting the, oh, straighten it from the top again. We've got this kind of curved around the GPU. Okay, so there's nothing hitting the fan of the GPU. And so we have it curved up and over, and which is what I want. And the main reason being is that, remember, there's gonna be a clasp that's coming down on this. So it's gonna, again, the only thing that you'll see is this right here. You won't see anything else. So we're just keeping it up, and then all of our cables look like they're kind of bunched right here. So yeah, so that's what we're doing here. And then again, everything else is cable managed, looks clean. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna install our PSU. Goes right here in the shroud, where we'll hide all those other cables. Oh, yeah, PSU shroud has to slide out, which is kind of a pain that I didn't account for here. I did PSU shroud from the other side. Oops. Oops. Found a screw here that doesn't belong. Making sure we don't lose anything. There we go. Okay. Gotta get this shroud. There we go. Okay, get your shrouds out. Now we can install our PSU. Ugh. 1,000 watts of awesome. Unless it. PSU time, guys. Okay, 742. We should be into what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, 66,000 follows. Thank you. We hit another milestone. We should be on into the second hype train right now. Okay, so there's that. Seasonic PSU. The cool thing about this is the fan, now one thing that is different is the PSU does go fan up in this case because there's no airflow on the bottom. So the PSU does go fan up in this case. So it's a little bit different than what you're used to. So we should be able, if somebody wants to give a try for getting hype train going, we can get that now. The fan does not go down, and the main reason is that there is no space at all for the fan, and that's actually per AZZA's feedback. So you do not, make sure you do not, if you're using this case, put fan down, because it's not, it goes fan up. It's an open air design, and so they want the air, the hot air from the thing to go up, and that's the way it's actually installed too. Go. I don't think I put that in the right hole. There, oh, it'd help if I put it in the right place. Now there is, unfortunately, to be able to get to that, I'm gonna have to use my iFixit. I don't know if that's gonna, is that gonna go through there? Let's see. Nope. We're not gonna put in the last screw because I don't have a screwdriver that's big enough. 3 screws is fine. Okay, there we go. So there's our PSU is in. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the cables we need. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Okay, which isn't a lot. So we don't need this. This can stay in here. Just I need nothing out of that. So all the cables I need are in here. Okay, so I need our 24 pin, our couple of, need 1, 2 of those. That's CPU, there's one. I wish they gave you, okay. Oh, that's CPU. There's our second one. Okay, cool. Okay, there's all our cables we need, which isn't a ton. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put in our little bit of cables that we have here. Okay, so first one we have is our CPU, which goes right here. CPU. Next up is, we have 2 VGA. If I was dumb, I could do 1, but I'm not doing that, so I'm going to do 2. One. Next one. There we go. And final is our motherboard, our 24-pin ATX power, which goes right here. Okay, there we go. Let's get Hype Train started, guys. Somebody can kick it off, get it going. Who wants to kick off Hype Train? Okay. We want to give away that 2 NVMe's here in a minute. Already tried. What happened? Hype Train broke. What? No, it didn't. Okay, let's pull this over and finish our little bit of cable management here. Okay, and we're going to hold most of this stuff will go into it will stay down here. CPU cable. There we go. Hopefully we can keep that one down there. That looks cool. We have 2 of these. Again, we're trying to keep these, we're going to keep these in the shrouds. I want this to be as minimal, little as possible out of this thing. They're zip tied in, so they shouldn't cause any disruptions on the other side. And 2 separate of these. Come on, baby. There you go. And finally, our last cable. There it is. There's Hype Train. Let's do it, guys. Okay, there we go. Now, flip this over. And, I mean, the build's essentially done. What we're going to do real quick, though, is because we have all these cables right here, I'm going to quickly zip tie those. Is this long enough? Nope. But you know what I do have down here. This is why you have amazing amounts of cable. You want every kind of cable tie as possible. Okay, let's start reading. People are joining in there. Level 3 already. Let's see what we got here, guys, as we finish this out, and then we'll finish the build. We're almost done here. Okay, let's see. We're already at level 5 there. So we just hit level what? So 2 bits. Johnny. Now, just as a reminder, don't forget, guys, we only have, what, 3 more chances to get in on that 3080 5800X combination. So if you want to get in on that, all you got to do is extra donate subs, and if you use your free Amazon Prime stub, you might win a free GPU and PSU. So that's happening right now, so you can get in on that. So thank you very much, Pegu TV, for the subscription of 1 month. I appreciate you, my friend. 500 bits from Call Mez or Music. Thank you very much. Johnny in Oregon, 200 bits. A Reason, thank you very much for the Prime sub right there, and I appreciate all that sort of stuff. We're 115 likes short on YouTube as well, guys. So let's get those likes on YouTube. Head on over to youtube.com/Robeytech. Drop that like and get in on that as well. Lau What Bree dropping a gifted sub. Thank you very much for that. And then Bittersweet, thank you for the 100 bits. You guys are all amazing. We got 4 minutes left, guys. Ooh, you for me. Yo, you for more me. You FOMO me. Thank you very much for the 5 tier 1 subs. Gerdma Loins, thank you for the 1 tier, the sub. Appreciate it, my friend. Naku, 100 bits. Azaya Z124, 100 bits. Thank you very much for that. Iron Gazebo gifting 1 sub. You got PP Danny Bear dropping 100 bits. Thank you very much, my friend. Isaiah Z124, 300 bits. Can't believe CK, by the way, again, CK, thank you very much for the 50 subs, man. That's huge. Crazy CC01. Crazy CC01, thank you very much. Bren TV dropping a Prime sub. Thank you very much for that Prime sub, guys. Woo! We're getting so much, guys. Thank you so much. What's up? Betolido 18 was like, wow. Blue Moo. Giving away 1 tiered sub. Thank you very much for that. Blue Moon, you make me feel so alone. Lol What Bree dropping 300 more bits. Lilo MV, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Appreciate that. I hope you guys are enjoying the build. We're getting super close to having this done. We're getting really, really close. All those follows as well. Thank you very much for all those follows, guys. 66,000 follows. And all that sort of stuff. Level 5 hype train already. Diesel Smoke 83, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. You are awesome for giving it to Woody 7. PP Danny Bear, gifting away 1 sub. Isaiah Z, Isaiah Z124, thank you very much for the 5 gifted sub. Blue Jay, 1,500 bits. Thank you very much, Blue Jays. That's huge. I'm coming up on 500%, guys. Can we break 1,000? Ooh, Kazuki Hat dropping 5 gifted subs. We got Sleeping Panda dropping 300 bits. Thank you very much for that. Man, that's amazing, guys. You guys are awesome. You doing builds like this and doing this and having our giveaways and stuff, this is all goes towards that stuff, so I super appreciate it. Emilio Alonso is asking, all you got to do is bits and gifted subs. Call Measure Music, thank you very much for the 500 bits. So you guys are awesome. That's huge. I like the robot too. Oh, Medic 3441 dropping 2 tier 1 gifted subs. Thank you. Cheps, congratulations, 3-month anniversary. Thank you very much for your subs. Blue Blur 1986, 100 bits. Thank you. Cheps, again, I think I didn't say but thank you very much for, Momo Sun 21. Thank you for your 2-month anniversary. We got Cheps celebrating 3 months. All that sort of stuff. What's wrong, Yvonne? You just followed. Ooh, Sweaty Bulls dropping me 5 gifted tier subs. 763%, guys. Ooh, Blue Moo, another 10. There we go. There we are, 922%. Anders, 100 bits. Thank you very much. Ren with another gifted sub. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Lord Beowulf, thank you for the follow. Tomcat, 77, 5 gifted subs. There we are, 1,000%. 250 subs now on our way. 5600X giveaway on the verge. Is it going to happen? A 5600X is perfectly good for a 3070. Yes. 100 bits from Firefly. Call Measure, another 500 bits. That's quite a bit bits today. Thank you very much, caller. Bittersweet, 100 bits. Last time it broke after a 1K, will it break again? I don't know. That's a good question. We'll find out, won't we? 14 seconds left, guys. How high can we go? Remember, I think sometime we got like 157. Nico DeGraff, thank you very much for 5 gifted subs. You are amazing. Johnny, thank you very much for the 700 bits. There it is. Hype Train is completed. 71 subs, 7,897 bits, you guys. Thank you very much for all of that stuff. TTPP, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Queenie Brantley, thank you very much for the gifted sub. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. That's huge. So let us finish this. Thank you very much for the Hype Train. Let's start the giveaway. Where are we at on likes? Where are we at on likes for the YouTube video? Because I want to be able to do them both at the same time. Where are we at on likes? Yeah, big hype right there. Looking for the 756 guys. We need 40 more likes on YouTube. If you want to pop on over, and we'll do 2 NVMe giveaways at the same time. But all we got to do is get those last likes, guys. Let's get it done. While we're doing that, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes to get those likes, and then we'll do that giveaway. 770. There it goes. We're gonna break it. Come on, we're gonna do it. We always do. Hype Train worked this time though. Okay, there's that top down right there. I think that looks good. Wow, this actually ended up coming out super clean. 830, 800. Okay, there it goes. Boom. 828. Okay, so we can do those gifted things right now. But yeah, it looks nice and clean. So we'll put this away. And there we go. All our cabling is done. The build is done. Looks good. Cable's clear. Okay, let's do those giveaways. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, CloudBot. Giveaways. Okay, so everybody say thank you, YouTube, and everybody say thank you, Twitch, because Twitch and YouTube, you guys unlock both of these giveaways, because you guys are the crazy best community. Give yourselves a hand. You guys really, honestly, you're awesome. I super appreciate how much you do for this channel, how much you do for me. Guys, I do not take for granted what you guys do every time. I mean, any Twitch streamer would love to have these kind of subs on a consistent basis, and it touches my heart, seriously. I'm just so grateful for how much you guys do and what you guys do. So thank you very much for doing this, because you guys are awesome. And it really does mean a lot to me that you guys come in and do this every time. So the entry for this giveaway is going to be !community. !community. We're going to be giving away 2 250 gig NVMe SSDs. So let me get those ready. !community. You only have to enter once. You do not need to spam. If you spam, you can get timed out. And if you get timed out, then you won't be eligible to claim your prize. Okay, we're starting that giveaway right now. !community. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes on that. And then while we're doing that, I'm going to quickly get our shroud back on. This thing has like a, what does this have down here that keeps it from being nice? Okay. We're going to get our shroud back on here. It's going to go on easily, which is beautiful. I love it when, so nice. So nice when you have clean cable management and everything just goes on the way it's supposed to. Okay, so now one of the things that we can do, which is pretty cool. There it is. So I'll just show off the whole build now. There is the full build from the front. There's a full build from the front. As you can see, very little being seen here. You can't see anything. It looks nice and clean. What do you guys think? Looks good. And then when we flip it over, also, I think also nice and clean in the back. So very clean, easy build. I think all in all looks nice and good. It looks nice and clean. So there it is. What we can test, just because, is we can test our build and just make sure it works. So let's flip it over and plug it in and just make sure that it boots, and then we'll put it inside the case. See what this looks like. So we're going to do a bench test inside before we put the rest of the case in and finish this out. Okay, let's let this finish first, and then we'll turn it in. 2 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Winner number 1 is Momosun21. Momosun21. You are the winner of a 250 gig NVMe SSD, Momosun21. Guys, giveaway's over, Momosun21. I like your cut, G. Thank you very much. And then Pawgies, Pawgies, Pawgies on Twitch. Congratulations to Pawgies, and congratulations to Momosun21. You are the winners of the giveaway. Okay, guys, we still have one more giveaway here at the end, which is the right now it's $150 Newegg gift card unless we get another 40 subs. But let's give this a go. Giveaway's over, guys. No more entries. And then go ahead and reach out. We're gonna, while we're doing that, we're also gonna, real quick, don't forget, we are gonna raid somebody tonight. We always like to pay it forward, so please stick around, follow somebody. Makes a big difference. Okay, I see lights. That's a good sign. There we go. Look at that. It's on. Okay, so everything works really quiet. Okay, there's the white. It's gonna reboot. There it goes. We are gonna make the crucial white. The fractal is just supposed to be a little bit white, but there it is. It does post. So it is posted. I can show you. I did test this so you guys will be able to see. Wow, that's blowing a lot of air. Here's the post right there. So it is actually ready to go. That's weird. You guys don't. Oh, it's still waiting for the signal to come back. Sorry. Just doing, it was a kernel. It was doing a kernel right. So there it goes. There it is. And right there, now you have a post. So we are good to go, and it should go into the. Oh, hopefully, there it is. There it is right there, the UEFI posted, ready to go. Let's put it inside the rest. We know the PC works. It's getting a lot of air. The fractal looks good. The RGB, like all in all, like again, the whole purpose is to make this work in the other way, but there it is. It is posted, and it's good. So let's turn this off and finish putting this together because it's not quite done. So take this out. We know it works. We just wanted to do that because you cannot get to cables after it goes into the middle island. So, okay. Well, let's read a dad joke real quick because we're close to the show over here. Dad jokes. Where are the dad jokes? Okay. Oh, no, I'm in the tech joke. Okay. Okay. I like this one. What do you call a deer? What do you call a deer? What do you call a deer with no eye? What do you call a deer with no eye? What do you call a deer with no eye? No idea. Thank you very much. No Attic on YouTube for that one. What musical instrument is found in the bathroom? What musical instrument is found in the bathroom? A tube of toothpaste. A tube of toothpaste. There you go. I like that one. A tube of toothpaste. I love this one. I've heard this one before, which I always enjoy. My wife is really mad at the fact that I have no sense of direction, so I packed up my stuff and write. I packed up my stuff and write. That one's good. Okay, let's get the rest of this put together. We know it works. Everything's good here. Get this out of the way. And don't forget, she's going to find a raid target for us. The rest of this is all done, so we're going to get this done and put away. Move our build out of the way. It's going to be hefty. Ooh, hefty. There we go. Now let's grab our actual case. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Stop. Thank you. Okay, now this goes in like, whoopsie, like, get that placed here in a second. It looks like it is. It's a PC binder is what it essentially is. We just got to line up the bits. Make sure nothing is blocking the... Kind of a pain here, actually, in terms of how this... There we go. There we go. Okay, now there's one right there too, unfortunately. Okay, that's all good. Oopsie. Two more. And the last one. Okay, build is done. Everything's in. And see, this is the thing we want, right? So the only thing you see is the CPU, the GPU, and it's full. It's like that cool thing. So we're gonna do this and put it up. There you go, cam link. Now we're gonna grab our front. go. Okay, there we go. Build is done. Okay, let's get it up. There you go. And now, put this like this. And we flip it on, and boom. And there's our build right there. And then, like I said, you've got the highlight, and then if you want, you're like, oh, I want to show off the rest of the build. Go like this. And there's your whole PC build right there. There you go. Looks nice and clean, and there's the front right there. Yeah, very clean is the whole hope. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Like in the end, the whole thing is kind of weird, but there it is. We're gonna get, yeah, it'll get dusty for sure. It's an open air case, but we're gonna get the crucial to go white. So it'll all be white and black, and yeah, I think it's gonna look super. Yeah, it's a high airflow case when it's all said and done. So I think, you know, all in all, like, I'm gonna sit back and just taking a look at it. It's cleaner than I thought. I mean, again, right now the thing that's whacking it out is the crucial stuff. We'll get that all white, but I think it looks nice. Like in the end, outside of just fixing that little bit of crucial, with it all white and black, it looks really clean, and I like the way it looks. It came out better than I thought I would. I also think that it does a really good job of accentuating the whole case. I mean, the GPU, I like the way that all the cables go into this section right here, which looks nice. So again, I think it just looks, it has a very clean look to it, which I think is really neat. So I think it just comes out looking nice. And then again, if you really just want to be simple, you know, just doing that. And then again, you just get that nice clean GeForce RTX right there. This is, you know what, honestly, not as, you know, I didn't know if I was going to like this case, but I'll be honest, like, it was pretty easy to build in. It's really dust prone. Pretty easy to build in. You know, yes, the cable management is there, you know, that you have to worry about, but, you know, it's like, it wasn't hard to build in, like easy to cable manage. You don't have a lot of cable manage options, but doing some really neat stuff, like doing some really, like you could do some really cool looking stuff with this. And then again, you've got, what was a question? Somebody's saying, it could have been like a yes. Again, there's some modification. Again, they do have, I do want to let you guys know a couple things. They do actually have a an airflow version of the front of this case, if you're curious. They do have an airflow version of, for the front, so if you wanted to have like a more airflow-ish looking thing, there is an option there for an airflow. It's very quiet. Like, there's not a lot of noise coming out of this at all. Yeah, I think with the RTX, with this right here, it really kind of accentuates it. But it'd be cool if there's like a tempered glass version of the door. Like, so if you had like one that was like tempered glass or something like that, that'd be kind of neat too. So, yeah, it's definitely going to get dusty. Definitely going to get dusty. So for sure. And then this is kind of cool, right? Like in terms of how it looks. So we'll make it look white. Show this off on the next stream. You'll see some pictures show up on Instagram and obviously on TikTok. But we'll definitely show it off and go from there. I think people are going to dig it, right, once it's all said and done. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Wow, this fan back here is blowing a crap ton of air. Like I can feel airflow from that fan right here. That's how it's like, I wish, hold on. Look at, I'm going to show you this. Let me see if it can do. Look at that. Like that's from that rear fan. Look how much air that thing is blowing. That is a lot of air. Random Monster, you can, we actually just went through a great place to go. Can somebody get him the CD keys thing? Yeah, that is true. And open air cases, somebody is right. Like having open air cases is a little bit easier in terms of cleaning versus some of the other, like versus a more normal case. Like the open air cases are actually easier to clean with like dust, with like canned air and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool. Actually, really impressed with this build. That's a problem. Here's the deal, guys. Just so you guys don't break. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Okay, so here's this one. Let me shut this off real quick. I'll shut this off and then put it off to the side. And then just so you guys can get, for those of you who are sorry, you know, you're like, oh, Roby, what do we do? We'll put an RGB build up for you. That way you guys can get a little RGB as well. So there we go. That's the build. This is the AZZA. And then, of course, we also have our Valentine's. Here's our Valentine's build right here. And this is the 011 dynamic, but here, for those of you guys who are looking for some RGB, here you go. There you go. There's your RGB for you. The camera's struggling. Why is it doing that? Okay. What is up with the camera? I'm gonna give the camera a moment to being wacky. Turn off and turn on again. Sometimes it does this. Oh, no, it seems to not be having, oh, it's just too much in the foreground, I think. Let me put this one off to the side. And then I will, hold on one sec. And then if you want it to be full Valentine, hold on. Open the full, get the full Valentine experience there. There we go. Now it's full Valentine. Get this build out of the way. Just struggling. Ugh. So there you go. Two builds, two different builds, and two different ways of doing the builds today. And oh, crazy! Oh, the Strix is being wacky. I can fix that too. It's just a little. The thing is like some of this stuff, because of how it works. Fix the Strix real quick. Doesn't get the full deal. Strix is supposed to be white. There we go. There we go. Okay, now it's fixed. There it is, finally done. Okay, so there it is right there. So again, I hope you guys had a absolutely awesome time. Let's do this last giveaway. We're gonna do the $150 Newegg gift card. I hope you guys enjoyed. Which one was your favorite? I'd love to know. Oh, it's still coming. The AIO heart is still coming. The size of that he gave us was the wrong one, so we're gonna reprint it. So when you see the final video of this, we're gonna do a VOD edit of this. You will actually get to see you'll get to see the heart. The heart will be in there. And we also have some logoage stuff we're gonna add too, just to make it all finished. I don't know if I wanna take this build apart. Like it came out so beautiful. Okay, so people said the AZZA, good. Valentine's build. Oh, good. People like the Blackout. Awesome. It is, I'm glad that we did something a little bit different for everybody, right? So we have some different builds for everybody, and that's what I want to do. Good. Okay, so we are, let's do this last giveaway. Everybody say thank you, Newegg, because the last giveaway is because of Newegg. So everybody say thank you to Newegg. So thank you, Newegg. This giveaway is for a $150 Newegg gift card. Entry code for this is going to be Newegg Now. Newegg Now. $150 Newegg gift card starting right now. 3 minutes, guys. Newegg Now. $150 Newegg gift card. Newegg Now. Get that going. I'm going to get this unplugged. And then we'll put both builds up on the screen here so you guys can see them all. Both builds. 2 builds. 1 awesomeness. Okay, so there we go. There we go. If the screen comes a little bit better, and here is the Blackout build. Good way to end the show. And there you go. There's your builds for the day. There's both of them right there for you. That's a picture right there, right? I wish I had a Muffin Man. I do have. I'm just worried that if I plug, if I plug too much in, we have like a lot of computers on right now. So when you plug too much in, like it can actually like trip the power when you have too many plugged in. So yeah, it gets crazy. I'm glad people are having a good time. Did you guys enjoy this episode? Do you guys like seeing the new cases? Are you guys enjoying stuff like that? Good, good, good. I'm glad people did. I love the Crosshair 8 motherboard. It's good. Good, good. How many people is this new for them in general? Like this is good. People had a great time. That's awesome. I forgot to see what our final numbers were. 824 on Twitch, 563 on YouTube, 85. So we had about 1,600 people today. That's good. I'll take it. B550 Steel Legend. That's what's in this board. Yep. We did. Yeah, we did. We announced the winners for both. I prefer client builds. Okay. Okay. Don't worry. We're going to be back to client builds next week. So we got 2 client builds next week. One with a 3090 Tough, and then the other with a 3070 Gigabyte Vision. So we got 2 in a Corsair 5000D, and then we've got a build in the Cougar in a Cougar case. So Friday, you're definitely going to want to tune in for Friday's build. It's a $6,000 commission. Yeah, that's a 5950X 3090 in a Cougar case. That's going to be sick. So that's going to be a lot of fun. QL120 fans, that's going to be fun. It's not Cougar fans, it's QL120s. We're not doing Cougar fans, we're doing Cougar cases. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be a super fun build. And then even the 5000D, like I really like building in that PC. So getting a chance to build in that will be pretty cool as well. So let's see where we are on the giveaway. Congratulations to Max Rambone. Max Rambone over on Twitch. Max Rambone, you are the winner of the $500, sorry, of the $150 Newegg gift card, $150. I have built in the 220T, yes. So congratulations, Max Rambone, for that. Super appreciate everybody being here. Okay, now we're gonna raid somebody. Let me take a look at who we're raiding tonight. Check in with Blondie. Oh, we're gonna do Am Lucy May. She's gonna be playing Valorant, guys. Am Lucy May. So that's who we're gonna be raiding tonight. Please stick around. Let's make somebody's day special and awesome. Super appreciate you guys. Have a great day. We're going to do the raid here in a second. Am Lucy May. Am Lucy. I am Lucy May. Sorry. Ooh. That would help. I am Lucyme. There she is, playing Valorant. Okay, get ready, guys. Starting that race. She's got 31 people. Let's give her something awesome, something very different. 482, 532, 541. Can we get 600? Well, I'll take 547. Okay, guys, going now. Have a great night, and we will see you guys later. Bye, guys.